Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Barbecue Roundtable. I'm one of your hosts, Jason Hardy with EliteBBQ Smokers. Mr. Justin.
How's it going? Justin Holt, Holt Brothers Barbecue.
Appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. We're gonna be basically going a little off script. It's just us two tonight. So if anybody's got any questions, comments, or whatever, we're totally game for that tonight. This is kind of be a just a conversation, roundtable discussion tonight. My internet keeps saying right now it's got a clicking. So Justin, if you see me start flickering, let me know.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna turn off all of my dings and dongs and everything else that's gonna make noises here.
Yeah, I'll try to do that. Mr. Dave, what's up? How you doing, sir? I see you got your rig about ready for the year.
Man, he's had a lot more work and going on in his.
He's definitely got it going on. That's for sure.
Yeah, it looks good.
Looks really good. So everybody's starting kind of putting the plans together for this coming season. Got some contests popping up, starting to fill it up pretty good. It's that time of year. Everybody starts trying to figure out what they're going to do for the up and coming barbecue season. It's pretty cool.
I'm doing right now.
Dave said heading down to Florida this weekend.
Yeah, it looks like 3 good contests in a row down there.
Yeah, Chris Salisbury, Fred Vegas was asking if I was heading down to Florida, and I said, no, I got to get my rig back in the shop, get them fix some stuff before I can pull out.
Yeah, because you had issues the last time you had it out, right?
Yeah, I got the tire thing fixed.
Okay.
Before I say that, I'll knock on some wood with me, but I've just got a few little things they've been supposedly fixed, and they didn't fix the last time, so I'm going to carry it back down to them and get them to fix it up this time. But I mean, that's just kind of what the plan is, trying to figure out the first contest we're going to do. We didn't quite get into Iron Station. That thing filled up fast.
You didn't get in?
No, I didn't get into it. I didn't think I was on that list. But
that stinks. You can come cook with me if you want.
I may be doing that.
I got
worst case, I go there and judge.
Oh yeah, you could do that. That'd actually be good. I need to do that a little bit this year too. Is catch a couple that I can head out on Saturday and just judge.
But it's still early too. I mean, people's schedules and stuff change. There ain't no telling.
Yeah, you'll probably have somebody drop out. But that's tough to plan for. That's coming up. What is that? End of February. So that's going to creep up pretty quick.
Yes, it's coming on fast. Man, I tell you, it's coming on fast. Anybody watching in there, tell us y'all's first barbecue competition, where y'all got planned going to the first one, or if you're cooking at home, tell us kind of what you've been playing with at home to cook out with some recipes. I know some people watching the shows are competitors, and some of them are not competitors, and we just like just to have a conversation about barbecue tonight. Nothing special about it. But I know Iron Station was going to be the first on our list, and right now it's probably looking like it's going to be my Sipping Swine.
That's the next weekend. Is that right?
I think first weekend.
February,
so probably March. So probably is.
Hold on, I got the list right up here. I'm just going to scroll up. I got KCBS list for the whole year, 500 miles from my zip code, and it's an endless scroll of contests. There's so many on the same weekends. Like I'm looking here, and I was gonna plan to do the Zombie Q that got rescheduled, and it's the same weekend as Jiggy with the Piggy.
Really?
Yeah, which sucks. And Jiggy's a double this year too, and I can't pass that up. That's like 15 miles from here, 20 miles. So sorry, Dave, if you're out there. I swear I'll make it up there sometime, man. Unless something crazy happens with Jiggy, then
yeah,
Jiggy might be.
Jesse Norris is heading down to Florida. Sid,
nice.
Wife want to go to. We want to go see some sunshine, so they ain't going to barbecue competition. That's awesome. Dave has got that on top of that one. Did G change weekends this year?
Yeah, they moved it.
Yeah, because they were falling on Boss Hog last year.
They moved it back 1 week from what their normal week was.
Adam, you and Carrie, congratulations. I didn't put that on Facebook. I've been busy with everything else in the world, but You and them went down there in that hog drop, man. That was awesome.
It's a good way to start the year.
Yeah, awesome. Mr. Tommy, how y'all doing down there? Both doubles.
A lot of meat, man.
Man. That's a cruising for a bruising, man. I love them and I hate them too. It's kind of like you can't get home and rewind till you're doing a double. It's like bam, bam, bam. Then you go into it.
Yep.
Especially get into the back-to-back contest like we were doing a couple years ago. It was just
that's a tough turnaround for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm bad about not walking back out to the trailer for 3 days after the contest and then like, oh, I forgot the dishes or what's that smell? Oh, I left a big bag of trash in the trash can. So I got to get better about that this season.
Hey, man, the best thing in the world to do is put all your dirty dishes in the tote and bring them inside and put them in the dishwasher.
Oh, I know. I fill it up all the time. Yeah,
best thing.
My wife's like, oh, Lord. I plop that bag down on the floor. Boom.
I'll say one thing about a double, though. A double is amazing in one aspect as far as tweaking your recipes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or tweaking not necessarily your recipes, but your techniques, kind of getting everything muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
That is just, they're the best thing in the world for that. There are 4 in the Mid-Atlantic this year before Memorial Day.
Good grief.
We have.
All right, let's see.
That's crazy.
Do I do 2 Virginia contests back to back? Chilling and grilling in the Glades, Wise Virginia, and then the next weekend, Galax, Smoke on the Mountain. I've heard good things about both contests.
They are very, very good contests.
You know what? That's in July too. Wonder if Hollis and I could just stay up there and camp for the week or something.
Probably.
I'm going to put that on here because there's not a lot else going on in the area in July. That's the 14th and 15th. And then 21st and the 22nd. And I hate to announce this now, but I won't be able to go to Greenwood this year. However, nobody think they're getting my spot. I'm going to pay for it. And I'm going to rent a cone, and I'm going to put one of those cones on my spot so that I can keep my spot. Hopefully they'll let me do that.
That or sell it. Let somebody else use it for this year.
Yeah, maybe I'll pay for it and then give it at a discount to somebody. Now we've got a wedding we've got to go to, a relative's wedding up in Maine, and it's literally the same weekend. And I was like, oh no, can they reschedule their wedding? Like it's Greenwood weekend. That didn't fly too well though.
No.
Oh, Kenny said Pinehurst. I've got that on my schedule as well. That looks pretty cool.
That's going to be a small team contest. So if anybody wants something on that one, I know Bob's going to probably fill that one up pretty quick.
Yep.
All
right, I'm going
to tell you, man, it's
Wise.
But one question I got for everybody: what's the barbecue-related gift everybody got for Christmas? That's a question I need to get everybody to kind of start chiming in here and give us some answers. What did y'all get for Christmas relating to barbecue? And I'm not talking about one of the things that your family give you because they just think you need barbecue. What's the gift that y'all got that you wanted for barbecue that you actually got? You know what I mean? People give
something for yourself. Does that count?
Sure.
Well, I bought a new truck and barbecue trailer. Santa said that I did really good this year.
I don't know if I can top that one there, Justin. You got you a whole new rig, man.
Got a whole new rig. So got a 2015 GMC Sierra Denali, 3500 dually, all black with black wheels. It's a very nice truck. And then I bought Kenny O'Shield's old trailer, which was the Hog Mafia trailer. Still has Josh's signature on the back, which I will be keeping up there. And Hollis and I went last week and picked it up and brought it back up here. And then I sold the Holt Brothers original barbecue trailer to Noel K.
That's pretty wild.
Oh, Dean, I know, man. And it's a dually, so I can't take it through He says try to keep that black truck clean. I can't take it through any automatic car washes, of course, because it won't fit. Now I got to take it to the truck wash, or like we do have a new coin operated one nearby, which theirs are getting harder and harder to find.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's already dirty. I need to go take it. I mean, my truck before was black, but I could take it up to Autobill and have them clean it. I ain't going to run through Autobill anymore. But man, it didn't miss a beat coming back from Kenny's place in South Carolina. I could barely tell a difference. If I could tell anything from the old rig and the old truck, is that the new truck didn't work nearly as hard. Like, it never really went above like 2,800 RPMs, even going uphill. And it cruised along, man. No problem at all.
But you went from a gas to a diesel, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, man. Pulling trailers, man. That diesel, it's worth its weight in gold. It's worth the money.
It's absolutely the best. Yeah. Yeah, I got an electric pressure washer too. Dave mentioned that here, and get an electric one. I'll be using that a lot more. My neighbor across the street, he washes his cars all the time, so I'll have to just kind of park mine out there in front of his house sometimes and say, hey, I got this truck over here needs a wash too, man. If you got a few minutes. But, so yeah, I've been working. Hollis and I worked out there this weekend, getting all our stuff put back in it. Starting to organize and just get stuff where it works the best for us. Yep, new step ladder, that's for sure. Mine doesn't even reach the top already. And then in a couple weeks, my graphics buddy from Richmond is going to come down, and they're doing a big, full wrap on it to make it black, because it's white right now, and it still has Kenny's logo on the back of it, which I might keep on there just because he wins a lot more than I do. So maybe I could be One-Eyed Pig Jr.
One-Eyed Pig Jr. That'd be pretty funny. Oh, Lord.
For rent. Other than that, let's see. I got a new pair of high heat gloves. 2 new pair, actually, which I needed because I burned a hole in one of mine last year. Like the big, thick charcoal gloves.
Yeah.
And one of my colleagues at an agency, he got me a pair of those meat claws, which will come in handy for shredding up at SCBA contests this year.
I tell you, man, them boys had that paint mixer
with the shredder
pans.
Man, that's nuts.
That's crazy. David said he got one of them B380s. How you like that Wi-Fi cable? 380. That's, I tell you, man, I think they've changed a little bit with the bottom of it so that the fire's got a little more protection around it. But that little 380 is an awesome little cooker. But I'm curious to see how the Wi-Fi parts works. I know my 1250, I was cooking some stuff for during the cold snap we had. I was cooking some stuff for somebody, and that was really nice to be able to sit there in bed and turn that thing on and come downstairs to that refrigerator, put everything on the smoker, and
sweet
go back to bed when it's so cold. That was really nice. I'd say the pellet smokers just cooking around the house and cooking, they are very hard to beat. I love the charcoals. I've got way more smokers than I probably need, but that little pellet smoker, just the convenience of it, it's something to be said about the Recteq. They got it going on with that. But I got a flat top, and so we've been playing around with that.
You are now in the Blackstone crew.
I will say this: it is it's a cool little flat top grill. It makes some really good food and stuff, and I like playing with it. We've seasoned it, and I'm gonna probably keep seasoning it. By the way, one little thing right here. We put this video out there about seasoning it, and people are just crazy how to make comments on stuff. I was just like, why'd you take your time to write comments? If you don't agree with it, you don't agree with it. But,
did you get flamed because you used some Crisco on it?
Yeah. I'm like,
so ain't nothing wrong with that.
I said, man, people using Crisco before they ever thought about a flat top to do cast iron.
That'll do just fine. I think about how many cast iron pans are slick as glass because of Crisco now. They have decades on it,
Yeah, I know. I'm like, but man, it's one of the things I'd say about it's been surprisingly about just the videos and stuff is just some of the comments you like, man, you took your time out of your life to write this comment that is not necessarily correct. I mean, I'm like, I told one of them one time, I said, hey, man, if you can do a better job, go ahead and make a video. I promise you, you won't hurt my feelings at all. Just
never hear from him again, right?
Nah. Blue Hog seasoning. That's a good Christmas present, Dean.
Yeah, it is.
Really good one. Yep. We're blessed to have them. The B is not Wi-Fi. What is this? B's not Wi-Fi? I thought it was a BX. Oh, I'm very much wrong with that, possibly. I got a little 380. I just call it 380. They're cool. Yeah, I mean, seriously, it's Crisco and stuff. I mean, I'm like,
it worked fine, didn't it? It probably worked fine to season it, didn't it?
It worked great.
Yeah, you just got to keep coating it, let it smoke off, coat it again, let it smoke off. After that, you might have to season it every couple of cooks, but I mean, if you cook a lot of breakfast on it, you ain't never got to worry about it. That was the main thing that I cook with mine. I actually just took mine apart so that I could mount it in the back of the new trailer because I've got plenty of counter space now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to drill it down. I took the legs off of it and then just mounted it up with the gas thing. I'm going to run it down through the back of the table to a gas tank.
Because I got a little 22.
Yep. Mine's
22 inch.
32, I think, maybe. 2-burner.
And so I can put that in the trailer and go camping.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, it's got a carrying case, the whole thing. So, I mean,
I love mine. I mean, you can, if you need to boil some water, you can crank that thing up and boil a pot of water in no time on it. I made so much stuff on it last year. It's nuts. Oh, that's a good gift.
Really good gift.
Those things are expensive too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron knows. Just keep cooking bacon on it, and you ain't never got to worry about re-seasoning it. You bacon on one side, sausage on the other. It'll stay seasoned.
Hey, Brian. Tell you what, boys, that cold snap we had come through this country, that was brutal, man.
Yeah, I don't know how Brian didn't die up there.
I think he got in a wreck with his van.
Jeez. Brian, I saw those pans that you had. I took a screenshot, the ones that you said you got on Amazon. I'm going to be looking those up. Chicken pans. I don't know if you saw that. They're cool. They fit in that. Last year he showed the yellow pans that you can fit inside.
Brian, not me.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah.
Okay.
And then he posted a new one that kind of looked like the wolf trays that can fit inside that same pan. Which I love the wolf tray. I got 2 of them for the chicken, but they're expensive, so they're gonna find something that's a little cheaper that works just the same. Those are cool. Dang, a deer hit him.
Yeah, he's got a deer hit him.
That's why you got to keep racing those deers.
I reckon he was trying to hunt. Expensive way to deer hunt, I reckon.
Yeah.
Got the expensive one.
Yep.
God, I tell you, man, we were in Vermont. This has been years back. But we was up there and a moose come out in front of us.
Oh, Lord.
And we didn't hit it, but we were the moose, and I'm sitting there, and we were able to avoid it. But I'm sitting there going, if I'd hit that thing, and I was driving Tahoe then, that thing went right back in that front windshield of that car.
Jeez.
Dude, that was just we got deer, but
moose is
now
huge.
The moose just tall. But I tell you what, if you ever hit one, will make you take notice is a hog. That's like hitting a stump.
Yeah, the marinade trays, they're yellow.
Cuisinart. Ran away. Dude, that's crazy. But that was some great gifts we all got. We got that Blackstone, and we give away some barbecue related gifts for people, and I think it was just cool to get people involved in it, and that's one of the things we kind of looking at for this year is just expand a little bit more and try to kind of get outside of some of our comfort zone. It's one reason why we got the Blackstone, because I've never could on that. And I've got the cast iron insert for the 380 and I love it. But again, it's round and it's really nice. But you know, well as I do, that rectangle makes a difference whenever you're trying to get a whole spot. And that's the other thing about 380, got heat right there. Everything's one temperature.
Yep.
Whereas with the little Blackstone, I can get a whole hot and a cold or warm and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, because we tried to make a video one time on some fajitas for that thing, and it just didn't work out like I wanted it to, so we didn't make the video. But
that Blackstone makes some killer fajitas. Best shredded hash browns you'll ever have. Just like, I mean, you'll be calling orders like Waffle House before you know it off of that thing. Scattered, smothered, covered.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. But no, I mean, that's kind of what the whole process was with that, looking at gifts, kind of looking at what we're going to do this year for YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I know you told me kind of before the show here, you are going to go, I wouldn't say hard, but you're going to do a fairly good amount of contests with you and your boy this year.
Yep, we did 18 last year. I'm trying to top 20 this season. I got a loose one up here through October, pretty much 2 per month, except for April, we're going to Disney. And then I'd only have one in August right now, but that puts it up to 18 right now. So, and that's a mix between KCBS and SCA. I haven't put any SCBA on the schedule yet, but I got a tab open here. I saw that Swamp Fest in Georgia. That is way down there, man. That's where I bought the old trailer, was Waycross. That is so far down in Georgia, man.
I think we're going to try. I'm going to try my very best to do it.
Too. We've got a contest that week before, but I'll put it on here with an asterisk right now. Because it looks like if you went down to, what is it below Savannah? Brunswick, you could cover interstate the whole way and then go west from Brunswick not too far and be there. Man, when I drove down there, I went straight down through Georgia from South Carolina, middle of South Carolina, to pick up the trailer, and I was like, I don't think there's any humans like nearby around here where I was at. It was cotton fields and peanut fields, and that was it.
So Derek, one thing we say, I'm not going to argue with Dark God's Country because I totally think it's a beautiful part of the country until it's gnat season. So, that gnat season down there, Boss Hog, I love the contest, but one year, I don't know, it was warm or whatever. Man, it was about to drive me nuts down there. Really? We got them here, but down there, it was just that year was crazy. It's really crazy how you get different parts, different area where different things is just bugs or insects just different. It's crazy.
You get that. We did that Savannah contest, man. The sand gnats, that was one of them, and then mosquitoes were really rough down there too. Yeah,
the mosquitoes was when we done that Somerville contest.
Oh, that was
the first time they had that Somerville contest on that lake, and there wasn't the biting mosquitoes; it was the other ones. I reckon the male was the only female bites or whatever it is. But you was like, you look out there and it's just swarms.
Oh man,
it was crazy.
I just remember leaving there, and after I had to cut the lock off of my hitch, and I was the last person there. Actually, I think who came out there? It was Gringo came to pick up his trailer, so it was just he and I leaving. There's a gator just like chilling over there on the little boat ramp at the end of the thing. I was like, dang, I knew I was going to like leave to go to the bathroom at night and trip over one of them or something.
We done a contest in Beaufort down past Port Royal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it was just inside this they had a little forest they had undercut, and we was all out there doing contests. It's a beautiful contest right on the water. But man, after about a day after the second day, whatever, fire ants come out the woodwork. It was crazy.
Boy, that's scary.
Man, they were climbing up tires. It was crazy.
Oh, Swamp Fest was cool. They've got Friday night, one meat ribs. They've got a car show. Friday night, a fireworks show at the end on Saturday. 2 bands playing. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. You know,
Yeah, that'd be awesome. It's good content. I know Derek's.
Yeah,
I wasn't able to make it last time.
I bet
His
Derek.
contest, I didn't make it that far, but I've heard he done a great job putting on contests and stuff.
Oh, did you try to go to that one and had a?
Yeah, that's the one I was trying to make it to, and ended up making the Pool of Georgia and turn around and come back at 4 a.m.
Oh Lord, oh man, that sucks. Well,
And I need to get a tire or trailer tire sponsor me. Let me try out their stuff.
Team BF Goodwrench.
Oh, man, it's crazy. Luckily, it's not a truck. It's just camper trailers. I can deal with that. Truck's a whole nother animal.
Yeah.
If I start having them kind of problems, I'm going to be finding me another rig. How's a dually driving around town compared to the single axle? I mean, the
Not too much different because, you know, before my Silverado 2500 was a full size 8-foot bed as well. So the length is the same. I haven't caught any curbs yet with the back end, but I'm sure I will at some point. She's bigger. She sounds meaner for sure. When I left the dealership and I got on the expressway, I was trying to get home because I had a meeting at like 2:00 and it was like 1:45 when I left. So I said, I'm going to see what this thing can do. And I got out on the open expressway and I had a pretty good shot, man. And I was going 45 and I floored it. I mean, just pedal to the floor and it went to 90 in like 3 seconds. Man, it was just like that turbo kicked in and it pushed me back in the seat. And I was like, oh man, I'm going to get a ticket. I better be careful. Dave said parallel parking. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing that very often. I'll just make my own parking space.
Oh, baby got back here. Oh, Lord. So what everybody cooked for Christmas? Tell us what recipes everybody done for Christmas time for the families and stuff here. I know barbecue guys, we had to either tried something other new or practice our own the same and old, but what's some recipes y'all tried?
Jason, what'd you make?
Well, I done prime ribs and
Holt.
Yeah, we done a prime rib on the Weber grill, a prime rib on the Recteq 380. We done another prime rib on the drum, and we done turkeys. But I was making stuff for YouTube also, so man, I was a little bit going nuts with the stuff. But we, I tell you, man, that prime rib we made on that 380, that standing rib roast, we put that video out there. That is by far the best prime rib I've ever cooked. It was just awesome. The one we done on the Weber grill was good. It was really good. Mama loved it, but it was a little more done what I wanted it to be. But that's the way she wanted it, so that's what we done.
Yep.
But turkeys to cook this year has been just awesome. Crazy good turkeys.
I did a little turkey breast and a whole ham with the bone in, and then we ate on it for a while. I cut all the slices off and used the bone and the meat that was attached to do some bean soup last week. And I've already eaten like probably 2 pounds of that. It was smoked meatloaf, man. And that's on my list for this year to make.
I tell you what, we done a smoked meatloaf. We used a Wagyu trim to make a meatloaf.
Ooh, dang, I bet that was good.
But if you watch that video, I took a pan, like a full-size baking pan, another pan smaller, and I put it in there upside down so that the grease out of that Wagyu would run out of it, and it would cook it, but it would basically just not over juicy it. Man, that thing was the best one. I hate I don't know. I like mine to be a little drier. Sometimes they get them, it's just pure, just grease. A box truck. Your little picture didn't show through, but I think you're talking about like one that Matt Barber used to run. He was doing it years ago.
Oh, he did have a whole box truck, didn't he?
Yeah, he cooked out of that.
I've seen pictures of that. It's too high of a climb for me to get up in the bed. My knees would be like, bro, what are you doing?
I think one of the biggest things about those down this part of the country is, number one, most of the time we're cooking is hot and we run air conditioners.
Yeah.
And like I said, you got to climb up down that steps, go to the restroom. Now, SCBA years back, a guy had one of those trucks with a hydraulic lift. I think he used it for work. And so he had that thing, and he had air conditioner in it, and he'd take the lift, bring the smokers outside, and he'd go inside, shut doors, and sleep in it.
Sweet.
Now, but that's something that, like I said, I haven't never had that. But the box trucks are not fun to drive for long ways either.
No, they're not. Back in my BMX days, we used to rent rider trucks and pile everybody in the back of them and go on road trips. We put a couch back there and we'd lay all the bikes upside down and then put a sheet of plywood on top of it, and some people would sit on top of that. And there was some rough living right there. Because there wasn't a grill mat. You had that little bitty thing at the to get into the back from the cab. And, ugh. No. Oh, a grill mat.
I wonder how that would do. I'm thinking it probably do great. I've never used a grill mat.
Probably get it.
Got one time.
Nice and caramelized at the bottom.
Oh, to pull your trailer with?
Oh, yeah. They just don't look as cool, I guess.
A cube to pull your trailer, box truck.
Man, I was looking here. I can't find a registration for the Swamp Fest.
It's on Facebook. He had a QR code.
Did he? Yeah, if I'm on the KCBS website, they have a website, but there's no link for cook teams on it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense from storage. I mean, you can't argue with that.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it'd be great for storage and stuff. I don't know. We had a couple people use it, but I always wanted to get a school bus, like the barbecue bus, like Brian has got. I always wanted to do a school bus, turn it into something other. But
I got a buddy that lives in a school bus. He converted it. He's got a wood burning stove in it for heat, air conditioner, RV air conditioner.
Yeah.
I like my house though with my bed.
I'm too big a boy for that ball game.
Yep, me too.
That's way too big a boy for that. But no, it's cool. I mean, we've enjoyed it and just enjoy the competitions. I think this year we're gonna probably not do as much. We probably gonna just cut back a little bit more this year. Probably do 10 or 12 contests. I think we're gonna focus a little more on the YouTube side of it.
Cool.
Saying that, it may change next week and how that goes, but I think all in all, that's kind of what we're gonna just regroup a little bit. I do want to travel and do some more in different areas, but
that's what Hollis wanted me to do this year. He wants Virginia, so that's why I was just trying to squeeze some more Virginia contests in here. And I said we weren't going to do a lot of the same ones, and honestly, my schedule looks a lot like it did last year on here. So it's just the dates that are happening to work out.
That you know what you're getting into, and you see your friends and stuff here. I mean, so it's really hard to say no to the contests.
I know
that you've been going to for.
I got some new ones on here. So I got Pinehurst. I'm going to make it out. We're going to go to Aden this year. We'll do that week in Virginia, Wise and Galax, and then another one in Ashland. I got one outside. He wants to go out towards Nashville. We're going to try to head out up there.
Yeah, we're talking about going out there and to do the one in Sevierville.
Yep, Sevierville. Yep. That's it. That's hold on, I didn't write it down on here and finish writing.
Aiden's a nice contest, it really is. It's a beautiful, beautiful area.
It is May 19th and 20th.
Swamp Fest, where'd y'all say it?
2 weeks after. Oh yeah, Derek, what's up with registration?
I know, like I said, I know it was on Facebook as far as having QR code, but I haven't been on to the website KCBS to see anything related to that. So, anybody interested into it, go to Derek Johnson's Facebook page. You'll see he's got that application on there.
Mark myself as interested here.
Yeah, send me the link and I'll post it in the.
Oh, okay. It's linked from the Facebook event. It's a Google form. Walk up song for awards. He said, and it says in parentheses, keep it clean, please. Oh, man, that's great. I always told Hollis I had a song that I was going to pick for him if he loves Shake That Booty. Shake that booty. Shake that booty. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna pick that for a walk up song. You're gonna get so embarrassed whenever we get a call. So maybe that'll be the time. I said you can't show your butt there. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Thanks, Derek. Oh, smoked gator. Oh, Tommy mentioned that too. Lyons, Georgia, and Pussycues the same weekend.
It was last year too, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's weird because they are relatively close together. I mean, they're not. It was 250 miles or something like that. But
I thought Pussycues moving in October.
Yeah, it's still listed on here as the.
I thought
it is October. So it's October and real cool. Lyons, Georgia, same weekend, October 6th and 7th.
Wow. Yeah, I'm curious to see what contest is coming. I heard Anderson canceled.
South Carolina?
Yeah, that's what somebody was telling me.
Saw that one on there.
Happy New Year to you too, Bear the Monkeys.
I saw a video of him moving in that big-ass trophy that he won last year into his house.
Really?
God, that thing is like, that is massive. Where are you going to fit that? I mean, it was so big. They had on a dolly moving it in, or a hand truck. I can't imagine how much that thing weighed.
I can't either. That'd be a good problem to have.
It didn't fall and break, did it? Hopefully it didn't fall and break. I'd be strapping that thing with so many ratchet straps. It'd be hard to get apart. Let's see. Big butt strut. Is that what you're saying in Anderson?
Yeah. Is that what it was?
The website no longer has anything about a barbecue contest on it.
Yeah. Somebody said it canceled.
It's still listed as active on the KCBS website, but the actual website doesn't have anything about it. Huh.
It's wild.
That's not far away either.
Nah, it ain't too far away. It's pretty quick.
I guess I'll pick one of those for that weekend for Pussycu or Georgia. I always we enjoy going down to Smoketoberfest, Baxley.
That's the one I couldn't make it to last year.
That's the one you couldn't do. Okay. I thought that was a little farther in the season last year. That was Jason's roundabout tour of did you make it to Georgia?
Pooler, Georgia, right across the line.
Okay, cool. So you took
Turned around and came back.
Tour day I-95.
Jason already has a spot.
With a spare tire waiting on you. 2 of them, actually.
Yeah, I'm heading that way. Maybe I can break up that that trio that done good last year. No offense to them guys. But they not watching, so I'm going to give them a hard time.
Yeah.
These guys have a workshop for people that's putting the competition so they can try to get their weeks all straight.
Yeah, that's such a tough thing, man. I bet those county fair people probably talk to each other a little bit more, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't envy any of these people running contests, man. It's so much work, and then having that on top of it, like you don't even know who's going to be announcing the same contest 250 miles from you.
No, it's It's very stressful. And I was part of putting together contests, and sometimes you have to choose a date that you get the location. You
Yep.
can't always shift the dates on there and stuff. So sometimes you just have to go with what you got, or you don't have a contest.
Yep.
Um,
Especially these
and
that are affiliated with festivals and all that stuff that's going along with it. You're kind of locked in at that point.
yeah, um, and it's a lot of fun to have the contest, but it's also it takes a few years to truly understand all the details about what all the contests are going to do for you. Because I've said this before, contests are not out there profitable situations
Nope.
unless you learn how to make them profitable. Um, but it takes a little bit takes a little bit of time to do that. Now, I've also said it. If you look at the way Greenwood promotes it, and you look at reality to it, you bring a contest to your town, and you bring in a lot of people. People is competing in the contest. People seeing the contest. People come out there. So it's an impact into businesses. So it's a really good economic boom for the community. But if you start looking at just the bottom line on that contest, it's kind of hard to sit back there and justify it sometimes.
Yep. Absolutely.
Um, but if you start trying to bring awareness, there's nothing out there that I think hardly better than just awareness of the barbecue contest, because you'll be front and center in what they're doing. Um, Everybody likes to eat. Everybody does enjoy that part of it. Um, Now I think it's going to be a good year for barbecue competition. I think a lot of people out there has practiced over the off season. Some contests start coming back. I'm curious to see kind of what the judging situation will be. I know last year, at the end of last year, we have kind of a new and old guard in a sense. Um, I think that's going. I'm curious to kind of what that comes out there to be be for next year stuff. Then I think these little emojis I've got is not turned on. So I think you might be trying to do emojis here instead of pictures.
All right, I'm going to count my schedule here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes, sir. Getting sponsors is a very critical thing to do to be able to do it. But I also would say with sponsors, get sponsors that understand what they're getting into and be part of it. Because you can get some sponsors that can give some money and help push it. And you can make a great event. Yeah, it's a love hate relationship, that's for sure. I mean, it's a lot of fun put on the contest. I mean, I've said that from day one. Actually, a lot of fun put on contest, and I still say, now I wasn't even cooking the contest, but I still say just the Plan B contest we had the Darlington contest that got reevaluated. That was a blast of the contest I have, and that was with the cool trophies and a lot of good. Everybody was just there to have a good time, be part of it, and we were able to pull something off that was amazing. I think that was really a really fun contest. I think the contest we had Rufus Tea contest at Pine Ridge was a good contest. Having the different places we had them.
Yeah.
But the shootouts we had too, man, those little double shootouts we had. I mean, I loved the 4:30 turn in. I thought those were absolutely just amazing, and some like them, some didn't like them, but I thought they were pretty cool. I'd like to see some more of those. I think that would be something interesting to see some more of those. And so the answer to this question is KCBS cannot make it. As a KCBS sponsored contest, you cannot make it mandatory for the teams to give barbecue out. You can, however, and I would encourage everybody to do this: is do a tent and let everybody give the barbecue out there for people's choice, and do like a blind table at a tent. Let them come through there. There you can control the tickets, control the sampling, control the portions, and everybody can go in there and vote on their favorite there. I think we've seen that be very successful. The people's choice is what he's talking about here. If you do it the other way, SCBA, they give out samples. But even on the SCBA side of it is you go in there, and the way we're cooking pork now, you're cutting that thing so much down right now per se that
I got a lot.
you're not getting as much as you think you're getting in that perspective. Where if you do people's choice, do that. Now, the very best way I have seen to do people's choice and do that is what Greenwood does. Greenwood goes out, John, and they sell tickets. And then the people go around there to the different people and they get barbecue and they get, and then that team turns the tickets in and they weigh the tickets. And it's like a 75-25 split or 50-50 split.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we done it one year and walked out of like $400.
Nice.
So that's the best way to do people's choice. And then you give somebody an award to whoever made the most money. You'll get people come back year after year after year for that because they saw something other. And they'll bring all the barbecue they cooked all year for the contest to do something like that.
Yep, that's what I heard.
People's choice from that perspective, it is absolutely, that's the most profitable way to do it. If you try to do it voluntary, you don't get about 50% participation in it.
Yep.
And the other thing is about people's choice is the local people's don't always win. If you do it just generic, come out there and eat at the stuff, the local guy's going to win because they're going to bring 40 or 50 people to the party, which is great for you and for the event. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
But what you're going to do is it's going to discourage some other people from being part of it because ain't a chance they're going to do it. So you'll get the benefit from the people, but you'll get the non-benefit from more people showing up.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing about the people's choice on the SCBA side, and this used to happen down there, they had the contest in Charleston, they done wings. And so they give you wings to cook and encourage to do it. But I think 2 years it rained out and they lost all that.
Oh, damn.
Stuff. So I would say the best way to do it is to do the tickets like I do at Greenwood. And you can look at their website, you go there and see what they're doing. And I have seen that be the most successful of any of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
yeah, because when you do that, they can, at the minimum, the organizer can probably cover his port costs. If he is distributing a bud or whatever to the people. If not, then he's covering some of the expenses of it. It gets more people out there. In turn, his food vendors and IC truck, and all that stuff that's going to be out there, they're going to get more business, and that's going to make them more happy, overall. It works out in the best for everybody.
Derek said he sold 300 People's Choice tickets.
Wow.
But I don't know how I wasn't there. Sorry. So I don't know how they were set it up, but if it was kind of like Greenwood, I mean, that's pretty good return.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's the way to do it. Yeah, it's hard to do samples.
Yep.
Like Boss Hog. So what in Waynesboro Boss Hog is they have a little booth set up over there, and they'll have a balloon come out there, and so you'll sell out the public. People come through there, got by Public's Choice. They come through there and they'll start giving a sample for a cup. And when you get through it, you pop your balloon, and therefore you're out of barbecue to move somebody else. And it's a good way to do it. I mean, it's a lot of fun. And if you get people that are signed, like Boss Hog's got a group of people that come there every year. And probably about half of them is, I wouldn't say true competitors, but a lot of them is guys that don't compete no more, kind of backed out or whatever. And so you have a lot of people that are just to support the contest.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do that. But you also got to look at it from this thing that your new contest coming into it, you don't have that following and stuff. And what they talking about here is every team had a volunteer, so you cook the barbecue, give it to a young lady, and we done that at Boss Hog, and she gives away the barbecue. And if you got if you got sponsors, if you want to team up with the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, then you can get people out there. You can do that, and it makes it for a successful contest. But you got to go out there, like they were saying earlier. You got to beat the bushes, get sponsors, get involved with stuff. And if you can do it, I mean, it's great. But you also have to, at the same time with that is, I think one of the things a lot of people take for granted with the barbecue competitions that you're trying to get the public involved out there is you have to advertise that contest. You got to spread the word for the contest. You got to go out there and let the people know. And honestly, right now, Facebook's not where you focus on as far as I think it's from grassroots expand out there. You got to
radio and everything.
Yeah.
Like it. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in a few years, though, with podcasts and live streams and stuff, how it's going to do radio. Because I don't ever turn radio on anymore.
I listen to Sirius XM. That's basically it. I've never listened to local radio.
I know. I mean, I'm sitting going like, talking about information control, but it's just, the TV anymore. I ain't watched a commercial in forever.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Same. Man, and I just I reckon the news gets turned on every once in a while, but man, a couple of years, it's gonna be a different ball game.
It's a changing world, man.
It is that, but we're all part of the ball game.
Yep.
Yep. It's one man ball game. I'm curious about this pizza contest, though.
Pizza Cook-Off Association.
Do they have a Pizza Cook-Off Association?
Mm-hmm. Guy in Georgia started it. They are having their first one at a barbecue contest somewhere in Georgia this year, and it looks interesting for sure. He's doing like real judges classes, and I'm pizza alumni. My brother and I worked at many pizza places in college in Greensboro. I can't tell you how many thousands and thousands of pies I have slung. So I've got a pizza oven too. I'm going to mount it beside the Blackstone in the trailer, gas powered, but I might have to give that a shot.
Gary says down at Ashburn at the Fire Ant Festival.
Fire Ant Festival.
That's pretty cool. I'd check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like SCBA. You do your turn-ins, you rush to get your ribs out, and then you give out pork after that. God, I'm so tired by the time that comes. I'll still talk everybody's ear off about barbecue and everything, but it's still, dang, $1,500. That's more than a steak.
Ouch. So what's your favorite pie?
The best one that I have, so this is going to sound totally weird, but it's a cream cheese base with smoked salmon, red onions, and capers. You got to do it like on a wood-fired, like crispy type of crust. You can't really do that good on like a real thick, crust, because it's got to have that char to it. But I don't know if you remember a long time ago at what was the one that was here? Not Frostbusters. The one that was nearby at the end of the season.
Polar Pig?
Polar Pig, yeah. So one year at Polar Pig, a couple of the guys did pizzas for everybody, and you could bring your own toppings. And I made one, and they had these little thin crusts that they were putting out. Man, I swear that was the best pizza just ever. And some people put a little bit of balsamic on top of it. If it's everyday pizza, I like probably green pepper and hamburger.
Weren't you out there when we done Pine Ridge? You done all the pizzas for everybody?
I did the same kind of pizza there too, with the smoked salmon.
We worked our butts off that night.
You
that was a lot of fun, though.
Earned your Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, all of it. You were manager status from all of that. Y'all worked so hard at that.
That was a lot of fun, though.
It was a lot of fun. I got to say, we sat around for hours and talked out there.
Yeah, that was. I do miss the Rufus T contest for that perspective. I don't think no other contest we had just to socialize we had at those contests.
Yep.
Derek, we can't compete with you with burgers because you have like 5 named after you right now. So, you're the burger man. But I do think burger contests would be kind of cool.
I agree.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, they did that at the Pig Masters one year. They gave us some ground beef. You can mix in whatever you wanted to. And
cherry cheesecake dessert pizza.
Ooh,
Lord have mercy.
That sounds like diabetes.
Dude, my favorite pizza is a thin crust with pesto, doing sausage, bacon, and Brussels sprouts. A little
Oh, I
bit
bet
of
that's so
mozzarella
good.
cheese.
That's probably real good.
And that Mod's Pizza is where I found that out.
We got one of those here.
But I don't know if
Check
they
that
carry
out.
Brussels sprouts all the time. But I like the pesto when I'm going out. Cooking at home, I make homemade tomato based. I need to make some videos on that. But that's just one of the things you just we never have make videos on there. Let's do some on that.
That's probably my favorite food. I bet Hollis would agree that pizza is probably our favorite thing. I still have pizza wheel cutter from when I worked at Papa John's from like 25 years ago. Professional grade, man. Yeah, it's got the handle's kind of worn away where your fingers go because it's had so many thousands of miles done on it.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, we'll have to make pizzas this year at a contest on Friday night.
I'm game for that. You doing Boss Hog this year?
Let me see what the date is. I said I was this year, so I got to commit to it. All right, come on, Chrome. What are you doing?
I think we all just need to ride at Dean's place and eat pizzas. I think that's what we need to do right there.
Be in with that too.
Burger eating. You got here eating, not eating, but burger contest.
Let's see.
Derek, what's that burger that is your named after you that Pusio and all them boys made for you? It's called a Derek burger or something. What's all on that burger?
All right, I'm looking to see what the date is right now for Boss Hog. Oh, do they not have
the week before? Probably not. It's the week before Sevierville. It was the same weekend at they changed the contest talking about earlier.
Is it sometime in May?
Yeah, they changed the Jiggy with the Piggy to I think.
Okay, so yeah, that's going to be the same weekend, 13th and 14th.
Yeah, so that's what it was last
Jiggy
year.
moved up a weekend, so you know what? We're not going anywhere that weekend. So now we're going to Georgia for Waynesboro Boss Hog. I'm writing it on the list right now. It's committed.
Wagyu brisket burger. All right, so here's Derek's burger, y'all. This is 6. Now this is 6 burger patties. There's 89 Wagyu cheeseburgers with bread. 6 patties. I mean, you know how that's like granddaddy of all of them.
Holy crap.
That's his one burger. He does like a bunch of those for his burger eating contest here. What's your record of that? Have you done 6 of those 6 patty burgers, Derek? Is that what it was?
God.
I'm giving him a hard time right now.
Damn. And you know Wagyu burgers, like, they're good, but they're so heavy.
Yeah. I do a big nut burger named for the Buckeyes #1 fan.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. Yes, if you want to get into Boss Hog, when they say go, you need to sign up for it.
All right, cool. Well, I'm going to keep an eye on that then because that's got to be coming out pretty soon.
That is coming out pretty soon, and
so that fills up quick then.
It fills up quick. It's a great contest.
How far
is it mixed with natties? I ain't look at natties. I get gout anymore, so I'll stick with the liquor.
Gotta chase it with a little cherry juice at the end to clear that up. Let's see, where's Waynesboro? Oh, that's not far. That's just on the bottom of Augusta.
Yeah, it's right there. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
I mean, you got to drive down 85, but no, you probably actually go to 77.
Yeah, I go 77 to 20.
Yeah,
to Augusta, which not to say that's any better than 85 is, but honestly, 85 ain't as bad anymore. They've finished a lot of that construction.
Really?
Yeah, and there's maybe only 15 miles of construction, and then it opens up to like 5 lanes the rest of the way. It's pretty nice.
God, man, remember 20 out of Columbia going towards Georgia?
Dude,
remember how bad it used to be?
that's really bad too. And if you go north of Columbia now, they're doing the same type of construction, and it's like going to gravel. I mean, it's just. We did a SCBA contest out there, and man, that my truck and trailer was jumping just all over the place. Man, it was crazy. Yes, I do carry, and as a matter of fact, it has a "Hold Your Horses" sticker on it. May have to leave it on there. It's right by the door. I just noticed it's a little bitty. It's like that big around. I was like, did Carrie sneak that on there, or did he used to have this trailer? I don't think he did though.
Nah. So Derek, you gonna cook at Boss Hog this year? You gonna come back and just help this year? Carrie's laughing at you. But no, I mean, I think it's been a
fun one.
Just got tagged, and Derek says he's cooking it this year.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, all jokes aside, Boss Hog's a great contest. If you've never done that contest, it's a great contest down there. Derek puts on good contests from everybody's telling me. And so the ones he's involved with next year down there at Swamp Fest and also the one Smoketober and what's the first one in? Swamp Fest?
Swamp Fest, yeah, March. And then September is Smoketober Fest. I got them both on the schedule here. So it's like we'll be doing a lot of time in Virginia and a lot of time in Georgia this year, which is good. Georgia's treated us pretty good in the past. I enjoy that state.
Yeah, I like it. It's pretty. It's a beautiful area. I love cooking down there.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to miss Jiggy. It's not the same weekend.
Yeah, Steve,
Jiggy's been moved
back a week. So it is now May 5th and 6th and 7th. As long as nothing changes.
Yeah, no.
They do like to make changes, so I don't think it will, though. It's already on the schedule, on the KCBS schedule, so I'm sure registration will probably open up pretty soon for that.
Hey, Carrie, you went on here earlier, so I want to tell you congratulations this past weekend on the pig drop. Or hog drop, whatever it was called down there. You and Adam. You cooked a lot in North Carolina. How many contests are in North Carolina this year? You got Pinehurst, Jiggy, Aden.
What's that other
Rocky
one?
Mount.
Rocky Mount.
Joel's contest.
You got
at the end of the year.
Joel's contest, Shelby, and then Lenore. It's on here.
Is Lenore's back? Oh, well, it's been on there for years.
Yeah, who knows? I put it on my schedule, but it'll probably get canceled. Oh, and Hollis and I are going. We got to fly out to Fort Worth in March too for the SCA championships. I got to book our flights, man. Those are expensive because I'm trying to get direct flights so that we don't have to spend all day traveling and get stuck somewhere in the middle of winter. If you look at like all the connecting flights, they're through like Chicago. I'm like, no, I don't want to fly to Chicago in March. That sounds really.
Where you going to?
Fort Worth for the SCA championships in March.
How far is that from Dallas?
It's right beside each other. They're basically.
So Dallas got direct flights out of Myrtle Beach.
Ah, really?
Yeah, so I know you can fly into Dallas. That's like $100.
What? Direct?
Yeah.
That sounds nuts. I will drive 3 hours to save because the flight that I was seeing were like $5.50 each from Charlotte.
Yeah, man. Hell, you can come here, leave your truck here. I'll carry it to the airport.
Yeah, man. Oh man, look at those prices! Holy cow, they're like $200 nonstop American. Wow, dude! Thanks for the tip there. Yeah, we might have to do that.
I mean, I don't know where else they fly direct. I know from Myrtle Beach to Dallas is direct flights.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Hollis said, "Why can't we drive there?" I said, "It's like 20 hours from here, and I am not driving out there and you're in school, have to miss that whole week. It's already from like Thursday to Monday, basically. So he's already going to be missing a couple days. But that should be a lot of fun.
There's one of the airports that I will try my very best to avoid routing through is Atlanta. Atlanta, get on that subway. It was crazy.
Really?
Yes. We had to get on a subway and Dean sent me some pictures here. I don't know if you might not be able to see it. My screen's all acting up. That's wild. See, I can pull this on Facebook. Let's see, I can do a screen share here. How do you do a screen share? Have I been able to do a screen share in the past?
Mm-hmm. There's a present button.
Is that it?
Well, I got to pick a different day to book these. Today's an expensive day, apparently, Tuesdays.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
So we got some stuff here we just shared with Dean. So I'm going to screen share this right here. There's his big nut burger. Everybody see it?
That's pretty awesome looking. I would eat that.
So serve with fries and any 16-ounce Pepsi product.
A 60-ounce drink.
16, not
16.
60.
I thought you said 60 ounces. I was like, is this a food challenge? This sounds like a food challenge. Oh, that's awesome. That looks like a good burger, man.
It does look good.
The Big Nut Burger. Oh, that's a good one.
That's that cherry cheese pie. That does look good.
Yummy. I got diabetes by just looking at that.
That's crazy. Oh,
that makes me hungry too.
I know.
I think I got some leftover pizza upstairs. I may have to throw in the air fryer here in a minute. Wake everybody up.
I don't know what this one is. DWF.
Airports. Dallas is not a good airport either. I've flown through there and almost missed my connecting flight. And it was huge, and I had to run from like one end to the other. And it's really long. And then people don't get out of your way either, so you're like football zigzagging the whole time.
Let's see here. You like a new background here? I got EliteBBQSmokers here. I think the internet's acting up. Is that me or you? Probably me.
I'm still here. Is that you?
Yeah, it's me acting up. I had the other screen open and it was just freaking it out.
Uh-oh, ran out of memory.
Yeah, I got to reset my router, I think. Brian's saying best day to book a flight is on Thursday.
That's what I have read as well. Yeah. Yeah, I got to do that pretty soon because they just announced the ancillaries too, so everybody's really starting to book up. So I want to get our hotel as well. I think I got a couple people arranged from here in North Carolina that are driving down that are going to take our grill and then a couple other things, and then I can pack the rubs and the carry-on.
Yeah, just can't do it in liquid. You have to get it through the check-in bag.
That's the one thing. I do a dry brine on my steaks, so I ain't got to worry about that. I can pick up water when I get down there.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Now, but the barbecue season's coming faster than we can plan for, man. It's for some people, like I said, it's starting this weekend down in Florida.
Yep.
It's just, I think the last contest we done was right at the end of October, and now we're 2 months off, and people are starting to hit it again. start chasing them points. But I mean, it's really crazy. One other question here while we got everybody on here. If you want to be on our show on the live stream, just reach out to us. Man, we're welcome to anybody to come on here.
Absolutely.
We invite people all the time. But Derek wants to come on here and promote the contest and be part of it. Welcome to be on there. Dean, any of y'all guys here, Richard, Carrie, whoever, if y'all want to get back on the show, please let us know. I mean, we're open up to anybody. The whole purpose of this is to basically just share the passion we have for barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
And we are definitely crazy passionate about this dang thing. This weekend, count me in. Hey, let me know.
Awesome.
This weekend is poker. Dude, I want to go do that. He was telling me the other day about these tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
And what I didn't know is you basically you buy in. So you like buy X amount of dollars, it might be $1,000, $1,500, or $300.
Mm-hmm.
Then you basically play for the whole pot.
Wow.
Yeah. Maybe I misunderstood that, but
so you can
that's the case,
low and still be able to win out high if you end up.
Yeah, if you get lucky,
rounds,
or you're good. And I mean, Carrie's good at it.
Yeah, that's one thing you got to be good at if you're going to do it seriously.
But I think that'd be something other. I'd like to try that one time. That, but going to places in the machines, heck with that. I ain't into the machine games.
You want something strategy.
Yeah, I mean, the computer is made to make money, not for me.
That's true.
But keep doing it. All right. Well, Justin, you got anything else you want to talk about tonight? Or are we good?
I think we're good, man. It was a good start for our year. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody out on the trail this year. Hollis is as well. He already mentioned it several times that he's excited to see all what he calls his barbecue friends. And I promise, even though we got a nicer trailer, we'll spend more time outside this year.
Hey, it's all.
Well, now we got an awning, so I can actually extend that out and enjoy outside, God, that's a lot of money.
Dude.
I can't even imagine, man.
Dude, 400. Jeez. God bless you. That's nuts. Hey.
Yeah.
Man, it's kind of cool. Yeah. Thank y'all for watching the show. We greatly appreciate it. Like anytime, if you got anything, questions, reach out to us. Check out the YouTube channel. Check out the podcast that Justin's got. We're working on some future plans. It's going to hopefully make it even better for all of you. But again, we do greatly appreciate y'all being part of the show, and see you next week.
See you, folks.